watching YouTube, streaming, reading ebooks, and even listening to the radio, a feature that most smartphones nowadays do not have, all for 1,300. The Lenovo Tab One packs a lot of convenience for a very affordable price. This tablet is really small compared to other tablets. I say this because I have a Samsung Tab S6 Lite. Say that 6 times fast. But I have a Samsung Tab S6 Lite and it has a much bigger screen. And this one right here, you can hold with one hand, which gives you the convenience to be able to carry it, no problem, because it's lighter and it fits better in your hand. The screen offers good brightness, but it really does show a lot of reflections. Like, as you can see right now, I'm facing towards the window, like it's very apparent. And the viewing angles for that, they become really, like you can't see anything because of the reflections and whatnot. And it's not bad in decent lighting. The colors of this tablet, they really aren't that bad, but you do notice it if you're comparing it with another a better tablet, a tablet with a better screen. So for example, I have the Tab S6 Lite, as I mentioned, and I compared the two, and even though it's a bit behind, it's not too far behind that watching content is an unpleasant viewing experience. Like, colors aren't really that dull. The brightness actually really makes some colors pop. Depending on the type of content you're watching, it's gonna be a pleasant viewing experience, and it's not bad by any means at all. This device has 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal memory. Now, that is really small. So you have the convenience of being able to expand that storage with a memory card. So 128, 256, 512. I think the limit for expandable storage is 1 TB. I'm not sure. I may have to check. However, you can do that if you're concerned about the 64 gigs of internal storage. Tablets are devices that are thought to sort of exist between laptops and cell phones, and they are good devices. I generally think that they are great media machines. So for consuming content, streaming, watching YouTube, web browsing, maybe in the online shopping, just your general tablet things, I would say, it does them really well. However, it does not have a stylus. So that is one tablet thing that I think is a bit of a concern. If you're a student and you're looking to sort of buy a tablet for taking notes and whatnot, I do not think this is a tablet you should get. I think you need to look at a higher price range because this offers the bare minimum of what a tablet offers. What's great about tablets is that they are great media consumption devices. And I say that because even though your phone and your laptop, you can actually, consume content on those devices as well, it is more convenient to do it on a tablet, right? So the screen is much bigger than a cell phone screen and it is small enough to be able to carry around, whereas a laptop, even though portable, it's way bigger than this. And this right here, you can just easily, carry around, watch whatever it is that you're watching. And this one actually comes out with a clear case that has a kickstand for your viewing pleasure. You'll enjoy that. Honestly speaking, I'm not entirely sure if this tablet supports a stylus pen because on the website I checked, and for this specific tablet, the Lenovo Tab One, it does not mention that it comes out with a stylus or that it supports it. Like, well, it does mention that that it's not included in the packaging, in the box. It doesn't come with it. However, it doesn't mention that if you go out and buy a third-party stylus, that it will be able to work here. That's why I recommend that if you plan on using this as something to take notes as a student or meetings or whatever it is that you take notes for, I recommend that you look at a different tablet, not this one. Because as I said, this offers the bare minimum of what a tablet offers, which is just web browsing, maybe your online shopping, streaming, watching YouTube, and, reading ebooks, things like that, For these conveniences, I think this tablet is a good buy. If you don't have a tablet and you actually want one for for all the reasons I listed previously, which is, web browsing and so on, this is a decent tablet. It will do everything you ask of it. However, it's not like a powerhouse in terms of performance. As I said, it has 4 gigabytes of RAM, so it's not going to be a multitasking device by any means. And yeah, if you're really, really thinking about, oh, right, has a camera, but it sucks. I mean, do not buy this. I mean, do not buy a tablet for a camera. It doesn't make sense. You just have a phone for that. Like, I think camera is just a nice to have. And I mean, who buys a tablet for the camera anyway? I mean, it's just a nice to have. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.